This year, we've been celebrating CALA's 20th anniversary. We're also celebrating the 20th anniversary of a milestone piece of legislation, which allowed for secured perimeters in RCFEs as a way to further the care of individuals with dementia. 20 plus years ago, in the early 90s, it was an exciting time for assisted living providers. There was growth, enthusiasm, and opportunity to serve residents in new ways. At the time, many people weren't familiar with the term assisted living and certainly didn't understand the concept. And serving frail seniors, particularly those with dementia, was not typically done outside of an institutional setting. Well, Major Chance and Healthcare Group wanted to change that. CALA wasn't around. It fell to individuals to educate and to move public policy. It took years and years of work to demonstrate to policymakers that the use of secured perimeters in RCFEs actually maximized a person's freedom of movement and enhanced quality of life. The terms innovator and trailblazer are used frequently, and perhaps they are overused. But in this case, those words are spot on. Major Chance was a trailblazer, and thousands of residents and family members have had their lives enriched because of him. Thank you, Major.
It's my pleasure to be with you, not in person, but in spirit, and my opportunity to thank people who are due a significant thanks for the significant change that they achieved when they enabled me to sign what was then Senate Bill 732 on October 4th, 1995. It made a tremendous difference. It made it possible for seniors to live in a different environment, those who were afflicted with memory loss, and a much more home-like environment. But most importantly, one that allowed them to live in that environment with security. It meant that the caregivers could reduce the dosage of the psychotropic medications. And it meant significantly that there could be a release from physical constraints. That was worth a great deal. It gave them the opportunity to live in an appropriate environment on a social model that simply wasn't possible without changing the law. So, for that, I commend Major Chance, the CEO of ActivCare Living, and the members of the California Assisted Living Association for the work that they did. It got to my desk and I was able to sign it. I was eager to sign it because I knew that it would, as it has, benefit thousands of California seniors and their families, their loved ones, by permitting this change in their environment at no cost to their safety. You have my sincere thanks and my congratulations.
I'm here to thank you all for coming to celebrate the passage of the legislation that my friend Pete Wilson just acknowledged. I must tell you that it was really a team effort, and so we all worked very diligently to put a program together and get a piece of legislation signed that would allow residents suffering from dementia not having to live in a nursing home environment when they needed institutional care. I must tell you that the journey has started not 20 years ago, it really started 27 years plus. And what we did is we owned a group of nursing homes that I had originally built in San Diego County, and I would go into the facilities and I would see the residents who were suffering from dementia, whether it's Alzheimer's or another form of dementia. And unfortunately, you'd see the majority of them strapped in a wheelchair to control them from fall risk. And the other part of it is to control their behaviors. There was a high utilization of psychotropic medication. I said, you know what? This is wrong. There's got to be a better way. You know, and I had a choice. I was standing there. You know, in life, you will come into a fork in the road at times, and you can say, I can ask for permission, or I can ask for forgiveness. Now, people that know me It's a balance. And it took 5 years to get through it. It was under the stewardship of UC Davis, and the outcomes of the study were self-evident. And I think one of the most important aspects of that study was the fact that we dropped the utilization of psychotropic medication 90%. So the legislators got behind us, we passed the bill that ultimately allowed the secured perimeter and for all of us to have the ability to care for dementia residents on the assisted living platform. So here I am, I'm going to thank you all for those of you that took advantage of that legislation, put together programs, and really made a dramatic change in the lives of those that suffer from dementia. Thank you.
Thanks, Major. Your work has served to enhance the lives of thousands living with Alzheimer's disease and related dementias.